everyone, welcome to another episode of the Mindless Show. I am your host, McWizWam Dinkle, and this is... what is it again? Board games?
Board games.
Board games. AKA tabletop games, because it's in the credits, I'll tell you. It just happened. Alright, our first guest is that guy. He's that guy. He's not that boy, he's that guy. We are sorry, Chris. And also Schmidlab. He is that boy. That beard boy.
Hey.
And you just moved the whole entire car.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I just... You want to do another take?
No, that's good.
Like...
It's just that the carpet's not on the...
Yeah, I know.
Can you lift up... Can you lift up the carpet and while I put it on it? Lift up the couch.
No, it costs so much cash.
Lift up the couch.
I might have to move for this.
It's okay. It's okay.
Interactive
Today
set
we're
repair.
talking about board games.
Like
go.
Schmidlab, I need you to get off the cat. Get off the mat.
I'll just
Go. There we go. Oh, good. Alright. Go back. No, it's fine, it's fine. That's always been like that. Can you guys stop jumping on the fucking couch? Do you wonder why it's all
I mean,
fucked
it's
up?
your couch. I mean,
It's my it's my couch.
if no one jumps on it, I can...
Nothing but my couch.
And now Indigo realizes we're here.
Well,
What? Alright.
board games. Like the
is
one
that
we have
from
here.
me?
Got a few good ones. Monopoly, that's a board game. You know?
Okay. So, yeah, board games. And tabletop games. And dog barking. Ah! That was introduction and a half. Alright.
Well done.
So what exactly, how exactly are we going to talk about this?
Who knows?
Alright, first thing I'm going to put up the argument, is Monopoly a board game?
Yes, it has a board and it's a game.
There. Stop saying it's not a fucking board game.
Wait, who's...
People don't think Monopoly is a board game.
But what?
I think it's just out of the hate. A lot of people hate Monopoly, so...
But why?
I don't fucking know. There's lazy
Monopoly
gits.
is just a simple game.
It really
There's no
is.
reason to...
It really is.
Trying to hate chess, like...
Chess is a board game.
I mean,
Then get the bloody
chess you don't necessarily need a board. You can like, paint the squares on the table.
I'd still say it's a board game, though. But, okay, so let's talk about the intellectual property of
You
board
could do
games.
the same with Monopoly.
The intellectual property.
Yeah.
As in who owns them? Like,
No,
the
like
ownership of-
how much brain power you need to use in a board game.
oh, okay. It's not intellectual property. Intellectual
Yes, it
property
is.
is the owning of a
Intellectual
brand.
property is
Intellectual property.
not... No, that's just property, is owning the...
What?
Intellectual property is how much of your brain you need to use on this one thing.
I'm just gonna intellectual power. Maybe like, reading level. Maybe is what you're talking about here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like a lot of games are suited for like kids from 4 till 13 or like
You just
4
roll
and up.
dice.
Kind of thing.
Snakes and ladders.
Snakes and ladders, the basic thing. Which one's...
Which isn't here.
Technically it is.
Oh my god, no.
We're gonna do an actual
Oh
presentation.
my god, no.
So
Is
we
that what
have...
this thing is? Oh my god, it's snakes and ladders with footy.
It's a footy version of Snakes and Ladders.
Because I was looking at it just like,
What
oh,
is it? It's
some...
Marks, Kicks and Freeze. It's his, because he likes
I've
football.
had that since like 2005.
Yeah, this is...
I don't even remember how
It's
it
actually,
not
it's actually
branded
an
for
Oz
Oz
Kick
Kick.
edition. It's... Yeah.
Yeah, ages 3 and over.
So-
in 30 years that'll be worth nothing. Wait, what? I was like, you opened up the box and I was like, wait, there's nothing in it.
There is a die. So every game,
Wow.
as you
So,
know, every board game
it's
usually comes with a die. Not every board game, the majority. I mean,
Majority.
chess doesn't. It comes with pieces. Everything comes with...
Because you roll
Pieces.
dice in chess.
It's not even a football.
it's a
What kind
one-player
of
game.
shit is this? It looks that way. There's no other piece.
You probably... What happens with these games is the dice will just vacate to other games. It's a natural
Yeah, I
process.
mean, you have a bag of how many dice?
Yes, like 50 or something. Not
Yeah.
50, like 20.
So a lot of board games have a very self-explanatory
Yeah, that's a board.
way
and it's a
that
game.
you got your board and your game is you start at the start and you move up eventually through kicks and shoots and passes and
This is-
whatever the fuck else is sport related. Who gives a shit? Yeah,
Well,
that's my verdict on
The
sport.
other
No one
piece is
cares.
missing.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, the other piece is missing.
They just slowly
See,
disappear.
look, ages 3 and over. I
I
don't
mean,
know how
they
people
can't actually
can
read that, but...
Put it up to here then. Ages 3 and over. See?
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's often that's where you might start as like a little kid, but I mean, you've got better things here, like, I've never heard of this game Cathedral, but it looks cool. Looks like Hero Quest.
Cathedral is really cool. Let's show. So let's start with Sentinels
Look, it's
of the
Sentinels of the
Multiverse.
Multiverse.
Of the
I'll just put this
Multiverse.
here. So you've got your ordinary board games, and you've got your sort of card game, tabletop game hybrid sort of thing with
Yeah, there we
Sentinels.
go. You can hold the Monopoly box. So yeah, we have again props. It's a cunning
Wait.
theme.
Is this one of those games where it's a puzzle and you're meant to move it in the right direction?
Yeah, the idea is this is a strategy game in particular. So a lot of these games have the aspect of strategy to them. So in this case, this is your
It's
board.
Tetris.
It is pretty much. It's very much an aspect of Tetris. There will be a link to the
I guess you can say.
to the
You could sort of say that.
8-bit
But
machine video on
pieces
this
fit
game
together.
that me and this other guy played. I don't know who he is. So yeah, so a
Is
lot
it
of
that
these
guy?
games, it's that guy, yes. So a lot of these games have that aspect of you have your pieces, but sometimes it's actually the Tetris level of you got to place them in a certain spot to advance yourself further.
And wait, this is the
So the
cathedral.
literal, it starts in the cathedral, which is a neutral piece. The literal aim for this game is you have to end up having the least amount of pieces left. So say if these were the last two remaining pieces, the person with the free block would win because they have least in comparison to the 5 block. So a lot of games...
4 block, Julian.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 block. And it's McWizWam.
Hold on. It is McWizWam.
Trying to improvise here, shut up. But yeah, so each game has its interesting level and aspects to it. I mean, it's even set inside a castle,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird. It's very medieval based. It's very cool. It's a good game to pass the time. Like a lot of these games are very short and have the intellectual property because because it's a strategy game. Yeah.
Intellectual property. What?
It is intellectual property. It's
I'm
how
not
smart
gonna
you
go
have
with
to be to play this game.
I seriously thought intellectual property. It was the like it's when a company creates a sort of a game like anything really, and they to have the rights to it, they own the intellectual property to that game. But we'll talk about it. It says I have a whole episode.
I think that's
on
just
it.
copyright.
It's intellectual.
Alright, so
stuff.
talk about Sentinels in the multiverse.
I mean,
What kind of
it's well, as I said, it's a card game, tabletop game hybrid almost, because you've got to make use of cards, and you can also make use of phone apps and numbers and you got a whole bunch of.
I have the
tokens
Steam
in it.
version of it. It's on Steam.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
basically, this is a really simple game because it's like the cover is literally it's meant to be a comic book parody on that, and you just kill the villain. You play the hero and you kill the villain, basically.
Yeah. So a lot of these
Cool.
games have a very basic aim, like chess, checkmate the king, pretty much. Cathedral, make sure you have the least amount of pieces.
Yeah.
Sentinels in the multiverse, beat the bad guy. Even Monopoly is
but-
own everything.
But the thing about this one, it's
Bankrupt the other
cooperative. It's not
Yeah,
competitive.
bankrupt your own players. They have their competitive nature, of course, which is
We should
always a
play
big
Monopoly.
thing. I don't want to because it will take
I mean,
a long time.
It would
Oh,
take a
yeah,
bit long
you
time.
spend like a day on Monopoly.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fun though.
but it's interesting how even with a lot of these games, how the type of presentation they're doing, like this one, Sentinels on Multiverse, it's a card game with, of course, it's mixed into a board game, but it's a spoof of comic books and comic book characters. and
Yeah,
villains.
it is actually like it's literally just a parody on all of them.
Yeah, even Monopoly itself, like this version of Monopoly, presented. Hold on.
Hold it up.
It's the Doctor Who edition.
Of course.
I mean, even the props in it are actually Doctor Who.
Who even has
Edition.
like a standard version of Monopoly these days?
We
I'm
used
pretty
to.
sure
we
do.
probably still do, only because we used to have it
Probably in
as
that
kids.
massive tub of thousands of...
We have a lot of board games. It's usually like it's a family thing. We had a whole
I
wardrobe.
could have brought him to both of the
We had
tubs.
a two-person
No,
wardrobe,
no, we'll just take it.
and on the top of it was just layers and layers and layers of board games and card games and all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Because at my house we don't even have a Monopoly. Like we got a Monopoly City version, like one of the ones where you construct like giant towers instead of
Oh,
the
yeah.
small ones. But then the only other version we have is like one that's so old it doesn't even have a real box. It has like a tiny little box for the pieces and it just attaches to the board basically.
I think I remember back in
It's like from, like, the
in
50s
primary
or
school we
something.
had to
I don't
in
know.
grade 6 we had a task in maths class where we had to create our own board game.
Oh wow.
And so you had to actually get a box for it as well, and create a
Really
stage,
dusty.
create your pieces and all kinds of things. What most of us ended up doing, and myself in
17.
particular,
I'm sorry.
was I got in particular, I think I got a Monopoly box, and cut out all these pieces of paper, stuck them all together, and just put them on and made it a cover. Actually, I made it just stuck it onto the box itself. So that's the old Monopoly box. But yeah, we had that aspect of we actually had to create our own board game.
Just 50 Doctor Who's.
Yeah. But it's interesting how
I mean, it doesn't
even
list
board games have
currency.
evolved. I mean, you've got your classic thing as like Monopoly,
Okay.
and even over the years, it's turned into different. You've got different editions. You've got Rick and Morty. You've got Doctor Who. Turn of the Round. Show it to the audience.
Probably there it goes.
Yeah, see?
That's kind of cool.
There you go.
I love. Oh my god, it's got Gallifreyan unit cards. Wow.
Of course it does.
Wow.
Yeah. So each board game has its rules, it has its sets, it has its designs. And they really, a lot of, people go into a lot of effort to make these. I mean, I've gone to my own effort to make one myself, and
Yes.
that was quite fun to play. I don't even remember how to play it, and I won't ever play it again. No, Monopoly, my own game that I made back in grade 6. Yeah.
What, the speed die? What is this? They changed the rules of Monopoly?
Oh yeah, of course they did.
What?
Yeah,
Let's do that.
it's interesting because for the different editions, they may have
Oh my god, I
slightly
haven't seen
different
those in
rules.
years.
There you go. There are a bunch of board games.
Alright, here's the different.
Oh my god.
Here are some many
What are the characters you get?
versions.
That's
What?
the cabbage that
Yeah.
is on the one of the.
Yeah.
The third doctor?
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I forgot about Top Trumps.
Sonic.
Yeah. So
Do you remember that? Yeah, Top Trumps.
There's
I'm
the
not
For the
saying
card game
for a,
episode when we do that.
For a Monopoly game, the pieces of this one are kind of shite.
They are. They're quite high stuff. They're really
It makes
bad.
sense, but it's just like, why wouldn't you have each doctor as one of the figures? Like, that would be way better.
It would be, but it also it's cost effective to only
Yeah,
use
it
certain
is.
tops. Yeah.
They're really shit in this one actually.
Oh,
The
geez.
only mediocre one is the bow tie because it's simple.
Yeah, and it's literally like that inside. Oh.
Yeah.
And why aren't the houses and hotels just blue boxes? Should not be blue boxes.
I don't know why.
I'm moving on. I mean,
There's even like I remember playing a version of Monopoly. I think it's Monopoly City. I don't know if it's the Monopoly City yet.
Who.
Yeah.
It's backwards.
It's backwards for us because that's just the way the translation was in it for us. But
One Doctor Who, seriously.
it's
One
got
Doctor
that
Who.
aspect of.
Heckin' houses.
I remember a couple of years ago do you remember we were at a friend's place and we played it and I won and it was awesome. it took us like maybe 3-4 hours to play the whole entire game.
I don't even know. We've got basically a lot more.
Just
like
play
that.
within the rules.
Pretty much by the end of it, I think was it all Australia or Melbourne or the city? Was it Australia, Melbourne, or the city that we played for? I don't know. I don't know. I think it maybe was. I think it was an Australian edition of it, and I think it was like I ended up owning all of Australia, all of the lot. I remember Melbourne was. What's your favorite board game?
Hero Quest.
Okay, what is Hero?
Get out of Jeff.
Oh man, I would have brought it, but it's too big to bring here. But it's basically just, it's almost like a board game of Warhammer. Like you've got 4 players, or like each player plays as one of the heroes, and then one player plays as like the dungeon master. Yeah, I think you have played this. Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, was that the one?
I think you played as a dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like one player is the evil wizard and they control all of the monsters, and essentially you can play it as like a sort of strategy game where you're sort of moving this hero through a dungeon to complete a random objective. Usually it's like kill all the monsters or save some guy.
You may need this.
Gallifrey.
What about you, that guy?
Get out of jail free.
What's your favorite board game?
Monopoly.
Personally,
Very ironic, but
What is
it's
that?
True.
personally, I don't have a favorite board game because I don't know. I like a lot of different ones, but I don't play.
What's the image?
Actually, to be honest, it's bars.
Breaking out of bars.
They're bars. They're prison bars.
Wow.
How did you? Oh no.
I'm just so confused. I thought it was like some Doctor Who
I
image,
thought you
like
were
a secret.
smart.
I think it is
A
actually
secret-
because in one of the episodes he uses Sonic to make the bars go upwards so so they got out of it.
If he did, then that's just the stupidest thing ever.
I mean, with
I'm
Doctor Who
very
these
sure that
days,
was.
who
I'm very
knows?
sure that was in one of the episodes. I can't remember. I think honestly my favorite one is probably chess.
Wait, where are the unit cards?
It's again cliche like Monopoly,
Yeah,
but nothing special. But it's.
Why are they $100, man?
Can we stop looking for the? Can we
No, but
please?
seriously, like, which one's this? The 14th Doctor?
It's the Monopoly man.
Look,
it's the
14th Doctor. There you go. I just had to show that because, like, seriously, why wouldn't you theme the chance cards? Why wouldn't you theme them?
Because they still have to have the property of Monopoly.
Just the whole point is the whole thing is themed to not be like Monopoly, so you don't think you're playing.
It
some
seems
sort of
ironic,
kids game.
yes.
I'm sorry. I'll just
Let's talk about chess.
Chester. Chester.
It even comes.
Chess is a really good game.
You're gonna laugh. You're probably gonna laugh at this if I can get it
Wait.
out. It comes with a freaking Top Trumps card.
Wow. Talk about
Pretty
cost
good,
promotion.
actually.
It's Monopoly advertising for Top Trumps.
So this is a top
That
trumps
was-
card for $1.
I
Fighting
really-
skills 20.
We used to play Top Trumps.
Yeah,
years back. That was fun.
Fred,
I
100.
love
characters.
Adventures 37. Yes.
Didn't quite feel
What on
it.
earth? Oh my god, it's got a collector's tin. Bloody hell.
Oh my god.
Let's
Top
talk.
trumps.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
chess.
about. Let's talk about chess.
Because chess is a game that pretty much anyone can play.
Chess is not just a game that anyone can play. It's even got to like. I mean, what's the oldest version of chess?
What's the oldest version of chess?
Yeah.
Oh geez, it's probably Chinese chess or some sort of Persian game.
There are two different versions I know of. There's the Celtic version, which of course is what my chessboard, which I'll show you some pieces in a second, is inspired by. Which we got a couple. Jesus Christ. Which we got a couple years back.
There we go.
Actually in England, I believe. And there's also, I think there's in papers and scrolls and whatnot. There is one. I think there's a version of it that was originated in like India or someone.
Yeah, there's an Indian
someplace like that.
version,
Somewhere in
which is very
somewhere in
similar.
Asia.
I'm pretty sure it's very similar to the Chinese version of chess, which is
Yeah.
very similar to that.
I mean, there's
version
even
of chess.
checkers.
Well, Chinese
Don't
checkers.
talk about checkers.
No, I'm just
Chinese
saying,
checkers is a German game. Remember that.
Yes, there is. Yes,
Sounds cool and foreign if you call it Chinese checkers.
What is it? Is
Good
it? What
marketing.
was that actual Chinese checkers game that Jordan had?
No, that's Chinese chess.
It's Chinese chess.
The one we had the paper board for, yeah, that was Chinese chess.
Yeah, there's
Because it's
a game
it's
called
very
Chinese chess.
similar to chess.
Hello, Sneak.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, why don't you do this?
Yes, no, don't. Sure. But yeah,
One
so
with a dog.
I've never been able to play checkers probably because I don't know how to.
But checkers, it's simple.
I
You just
never
sort of
played
move the pieces. It's like
It really is.
chess.
Yeah, it's very much like
You
chess.
just-
It's just got different kind of.
You just do that thing and say king me.
When I think of checkers, it makes me think of Connect 4.
Connect. Why Connect? I mean, all the pieces.
Because all the pieces look like Connect 4 pieces.
I mean, you could play it like Connect 4, except you wouldn't be dropping them and letting them fall. You'd just be
No.
like placing them on the board. I win.
Yeah. But I'll show you some of it.
Yeah.
Ouch.
No, you wouldn't be putting it down vertically, you'd be putting it
Yeah,
down
horizontally. Then you wouldn't be able to play it. Welcome our new host, Snoopy, right? Yeah, Snoopy's been on the show before, and here he is again.
Hi.
So
These
Never mind
are
those guys.
these are the old pieces that
Snoopy
we
wanted to
have.
show us his favorite.
I hope this is in focus. If we have to say.
Snoopy. No.
So
You need
this is
subtitles.
this is a knight, right? Yeah.
Wait,
Because we
It's got a horse, it's a knight.
we used to call them with the very basic of names. You've got your bishop, who actually looks like a bishop.
oh yeah.
We have the design too of the chair and everything.
What?
I do apologize if these are out of focus. And this is your king, who just looks like a really old guy. I'm trying to. There we go. Focus.
Oh,
There
look,
we go.
The Persian word. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's interesting how that works. Oh, the focus actually really works in this one.
Oh yeah, Carlos just looks like a guy with a freaking sword.
No, can't do that.
Wait,
That's
really?
fine.
Oh, that's kind of unimaginative.
Well, that's a castle.
It's the
The
original
rook.
version.
It's wait.
I'm pretty sure that's a castle.
Yeah,
that's what they use.
yeah.
for
The
castle.
rook.
It's the rook.
Wait, are these wooden pieces or are these plastic pieces?
Neither. They're stone.
Stone. Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. At least
pretty
I think they're stone. They might actually be plastic. They might actually be plastic, but they feel like stone.
Oh, it's some sort of hard,
It's like a
Yeah, that
weird
is plastic,
plastic
Joe.
like
Feel
hard
that
plastic,
one.
I guess.
Plastic.
There we
You
go.
can just feel the face.
It just
Yeah, so that's like the
specific
generic
kind of
thing. Yeah.
plastic. Feels like it. Not just your own.
I'm very sure these are Celtic of origin. At least that's where the designs came from. They're originally
Ah,
Celtic.
that's why you look so ugly. 'Cause they can't.
Well, you've had your spot taken. Steal that guy's spot.
Right. Don't even think about
I
it.
mean,
Okay, 10 minutes left. You write this in? It's just, I'm just
this is
gonna.
not what to do.
You put your ass in its face.
So you're just like, what the hell are you doing?
What's your problem? Huh? Do you play chess games or board games?
Oh, this is
Exactly. That's what I thought, you bastard.
Snoopy's the best thing that's happened to this show since Costa. I mean, since Barry Berry and what's his face? I do apologise.
Fag effects.
Both. They're
Since
all
Fag
great
Effects.
friends to this show.
go.
I guess not really. I mean, who knows?
I don't know what to do here.
Neither do I. Wouldn't you just move him?
If
I
you
mean, no one
pretend
just-
you're sitting on him, then you'll move.
Nah, it's cool. I'll leave him there.
Um,
What else can we talk about with board games? I mean, there really isn't much. Like, there isn't very much variation. There's kind of variation between each one, but a lot of
There's
them,
plenty of variation.
a lot of them come with the general basis of you got a board, you got your pieces, and you got your instructions. Sometimes they don't come with instructions. Sometimes they don't
Sometimes
come
you
with
don't need
fixes.
instructions.
Sometimes they don't need instructions because it's basic enough the rules. Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, with chess there are so many different types of moves you can play. That is, I don't know. It's they're interesting how they've been developed. I love how everyone's still amused by this. I'm actually comfortable.
If you're going back to your intellectual properties, chess
Yeah, I
is
know.
a perfect example.
Yeah, exactly, because
Yeah,
chess can evolve from being.
He knows.
You can be a child
Totally.
playing the game, even like a
Playing
toddler playing the game,
Yeah.
and you can be a very, you can be like a very intellectual person. Like you could be a professor of fucking mathematics and play this game. But yeah, it's just interesting how that kind of how the intellectual property evolves from there. Like the Snakes and Ladders game that we got here, the footy version, has its age limit of like 3 up. And a lot of these games have that idea of the age of 3 up, mainly because they've got small pieces that you don't want to swallow and choke on.
And die.
Yes, and die. That's always fun.
Well,
But,
what happens if you got a gag reflex?
Yeah, it does actually.
It does. But yeah, it's just... But what about like I guess, do we know anything of the origin of a lot of these board games?
Well, chess comes from like India. No, it comes from Persia.
It's hard to say, yeah.
It probably comes from Persia. That's
Personally, I think it's hard to say because I think there's the 2 different versions. There is the Celtic one, but I think that might just be the origin of how it was designed. But then there's also the one that came from Persia or India.
Yeah, because it's definitely inherited.
origins.
He's inherited things from both versions.
Yeah.
So it's like a Celtic version or a Persian version. Because like, they still have the piece of the rook, which is rook's the Persian word, I believe.
Yeah, so it's interesting how a lot of these over time have actually evolved. Like this dog.
This dog hasn't evolved.
No,
much.
Well, I mean,
Just
he was
exists.
small once. And now he's a massive clump of fur.
What do you think is the longest board game to play in one single city?
Probably Monopoly.
Oh,
Monopoly.
Monopoly or
I think it's hard to tell because what's that game you were talking about?
Hero
earlier?
Quest.
No, Monopoly
With
is
games like-
Monopoly with liquor.
Oh. Ooh.
With games like Hero Quest, you have because
Yeah.
do you design the narrative yourself or?
No, in Hero Quest you just get them. There's a book of adventures and you
Yeah.
just put the pieces where they're meant to be.
Because
Or
there's-
Dungeons and Dragons.
Because that's what I was going
Yeah,
with. It was like
that
there were games like Dungeons-
that counts as a tabletop sort of.
Yeah, there are games like
Can be
Dungeons and
more than-
Dragons where you have the aspect of you have your own narrative either presented to you or you create your own narrative. What's the other one that you create in the tabletop? thing?
What, a Mass Effect?
Yeah, the Mass Effect. Like 'cause there are different.
What about that 3D
What's the
chess
actual
thing
game
on
of that
4D?
called?
What is
Oh,
it?
it's called the unofficial Mass Effect tabletop RPG D6.
Yeah, there are literally different types. You can actually
That is-
create your own
yeah.
type of tabletop game with your own creatures and all
Yeah,
your
pretty
own
much,
rules,
pretty
your own
much.
characters.
Yes.
That's always the fun.
That's
Like
kind of fun.
you've got your basic games of Monopoly and chess where you have your characters for you. The best you can choose is pick what size you are, or pick what item you use to represent your character. But with tabletop games in particular, like D&D, you can create your own characters, and
It's freakishly
really,
longer than
you can-
the rest of it.
you can really do whatever the hell you want. Yeah, it's because that's where he got his the flea stuff.
No, it was long before that.
You sure? It's new. He
When you
knows.
twirl
he
around
knows
the
we're
finger,
talking
you go
about it.
mental.
Oh. It's kind of.
But yeah. What's a wacky zany character you created for your tabletop
Oh
games?
jeez. I mean, I haven't created that many characters because I've just been DMing for a
I
bit.
haven't.
But I mean, if I look at the characters people have made in the adventures I've sort of hosted, there was a character called. There was Keemstar. Keemstar was literally a character someone
Who the
made.
hell created that?
That was a friend of mine called Elijah, who hasn't been on the show.
I'm not surprised that he created it.
But yeah, he just sort of like, I mean, in that adventure, no one wanted to create characters, so I just came up with a whole bunch of like, they were just templates. They just had the stats. They didn't have names, and people just added the names and the personalities to them. And they just had Keemstar, the cleric wizard thing.
I think mine was Xerxes, like the third or something. That was
Xerxes the Third. That was like a while back.
was that a dwarf originally?
Or was that?
I think
I don't know if that was a dwarf or that might have been for the Mean Cops campaign, which I'm not going to speak of.
it may be the Mean Cops campaign because I remember I
Just
even died.
Forget that even happened.
And
It's not
we
gonna
called
happen.
him the Xerxes the Fourth afterwards after we resurrected him because
Yeah,
you know,
Wait, what's this?
this
was
the
a
old
tabletop-
tabletop RPG that just
tabletop we played a long time
it
ago.
was a
I did play Dungeons and Dragons once, but I can't remember. It was
I've
like
never
last
played
year.
D&D. I've always
I
counted
can't
it.
remember what
We
my
will play
character's
D&D at
name
some point.
But it's like that idea. I've just always hated the idea of that I have to create my own character.
It's
Because I think
simple. You just
I
roll some
know, it
dice
is
and-
simple. I've done it before multiple
It is,
times.
and it's actually
I mean,
quite fun.
even in video games, you create
Yeah.
your own characters.
Hmm.
But I mean, even what do you call
But
it?
you have to keep track of it yourself.
What are the different variations
Just kidding.
of tabletop and board games that you can play on in video game formats?
Oh,
We
there's
need to
heaps
cut
of...
his nails.
Yeah.
They're very long.
They're not as bad as freaking zombies.
But because they're so long, when he tries to scratch you whenever he walks, his fur gets in the way, so he's a silent killer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but the thing is, Lewis, the really small dog, it's always, yeah, his nails, God, he doesn't have any fur there, so it just scratches you.
You saying?
Yes, tabletop games being converted to online form. Sometimes it works. It's good to convert a tabletop game to online form, like the game with Sentinels or Multiverse. It'll go. Just pull it out of
Just for visual reference.
visual reference. Yes. That game converts pretty easily over to a digital format because it's really simple. It's just like play a card and do a thing, and then your turn's done.
Even Magic the Gathering, it
Yes.
has the online version
Oh,
of itself.
Now see,
It has a board to it, but it's really just the idea of placing your cards.
the problem with that game is, it's one of those games where it wasn't really made to be put online. It wasn't really made to be put online. Because the way the game works is you can play a card at just about any point. Like, the cards that you can play at any point in the game. And doing that in an online environment is a bit hard, especially when you've got to have turn orders and players passing priority between each other. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
should be.
Alright, I think, should we just spend this
I
here?
don't know.
Because I think we're right.
I think we're
We're out of ideas. We've got like 3 minutes left on this timer, so I won't bother.
Put it.
Alright, I think this has been another episode of The Mars Show, unless we've just been randomly talking for no reason. I've been joined by my guest, Schmidlab. Again, I know there are other guests.
There will be other guests.
I'm criticizing myself here because
Hopefully I won't be here.
and that guy in the audience has been Magic Mike, who you probably didn't even know was there. I just wanted to reference that. And Snoopy, because
Stick a
Why
foot.
not?
fucking dogs. I've been your host, McWizWam Dinkle. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to this video for more Mindless Show, for anything more of Telecreations. There are links in the descriptions to things we talked about, maybe, and other episodes of the Mindless Show plus a playlist. Thank you so much for watching. And
What is that?
let's just say goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey, it's a Samsung, okay? It's not a phone.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye guys.
Oh,
It is a phone. I can make phone calls on it when I have friends.